If you want to enjoy all that 1.19 has to offer, you'll need to find 3 features that can only generate naturally. The Allays, the Ancient City, and a Mangrove Swamp can only be found by exploring your world, and because of the difference they have in requirements, it's actually very hard to find them anywhere near each other, except what if there was a seed that would allow that? Well, today I wanted to share the Fruits of Hours of Labor by Cracked Magnet, because this is a seed that has all 3 of those, and they're about as close to the spawn as you can physically get. This is the 1.19 starter seed, and so let's start, shall we? This one is straight into a dark oak forest, so obviously very good for that traditional first thing you do in Minecraft. But also very good for the second thing you do in most Minecraft worlds, which is go and fight a woodland mansion. Oh, is that not most Minecraft worlds? Just this one? Yeah, it is a very cool way to start any world. It reminds me of the Minecraft console edition days where they were so common you could do it everywhere, but this is right at spawn, and it's not only just a woodland mansion, it's one that contains a brand new feature, and it's also one you can break into from this level. It's funny, you can tell one of the weird bits of Minecraft Woodland Mansion generation is that they're meant to delete all these sorts of blocks, but they don't necessarily always do so, but we're just here to delete our own blocks, because if you want to find allays, they're usually best— Whoa, by the way, look at this. There is a there is a ruined portal mixed in with this. You know what, this is just typical Minecraft Bedrock. Let's make a stone sword, because I heard some scary noises. I think I made a poor choice of which stone blocks to pick because it has inadvertently led to a little bit of a house fire, which is why, by the way, did you know greater than 99% of house fires happen to people who aren't subscribed to the IBX Toycat YouTube channel? Pure coincidence, I'm sure. But did you also know that all you've got to do if you want to get your hands on some allays is find one of these prison-y looking places? Usually there's a lot more than a single cell, which in this case has nothing inside of it, but if you find any one of those, you know you're in for a good time. So always look around until you find this, and you'll find some weird glowing blue guys, and also your best friend who loves to explode because he loves hugging you that much inside. And so yeah, now what you can do if you want to tame one of these allays is give them maybe a block each, and wow, what's that? Are these guys tamed forever? Yes, they are. They will follow you around until they despawn or something bad happens to them, or maybe just forever is forever. But still, you can get your hands on allays this quickly after spawning, but it gets better than this, because there's more of them in here. That's right, more allays, more possible taming, more possible friends who, let's be honest, at this point when it's this dark, you just want them for the light source, but they do so much more for you, and you don't need them this early on in the game, but it's so cool to say you have them regardless. But let's say you want to do the much more important early game task of obtaining that new swamp material, because I love dark oak, I love birch, I love all the wood types that exist so far, but we're all after that brand new wood type, right? Which can only be found in the Mangrove Swamp or from the Wandering Trader, but let's be real, no one trades of this guy. So what you want to do instead is head to about 200 on the seed, maybe getting some food on the way first, of course. On the way there, you might pass this exposed dripstone cave. Again, is it really even a cave if it's this open to the elements? Minecraft says yes it is, and it's also going to be a great opportunity for us to get some iron, whether you want it or not. It is right here. Oh, it's just one of it's here. Also, whoa, look at that. There is an entrance to the Woodland Mansion from here, which means if you wanted to, you could use this as a handy way to access the ruined portal and the Nether right from the bat. Again, the Nether update was free updates ago, so I'm gonna be fine up here for now. But still, very fun that that's a possibility, right? Just like how it's fun that if you go this way and over the mountain, you can call allays useless all you want, but look at this, man. I got a little bit lost, I took the wrong directions, but just check my coordinates and make sure you follow towards these and you'll find your Mangrove Swamp biome. Wow, what is that? A brand new biome made up of brand new blocks, including a brand new wood type? Yes it is. It's a little bit late, so we're mostly just going to be able to enjoy the fact that, wow, what's that? Can we make slabs and fences and doors? And yeah, we can make all of that if we want to. It's actually the most annoying tree to chop down, especially for a beginner player, which is why it's nice to spawn in the roof forest, where you can instead just say, you know, I don't care about any of this. I'm just going to stack myself up with netherrack, which I for some reason have because ruined portals be like that, and I'm just going to chop one of these trees down from the top instead. And just like that, I can now enjoy what must be Minecraft's best planks. It's funny, they actually initially were going to add mangrove planks as realistic to the real world, but they confirmed that they decided to change them to look like this because the community would have liked a wood that worked much better, and there are technically red mangrove trees, even though they're not common. This is a great example of a feature where they followed the gameplay value rather than trying to make something realistic, and they did something amazing with it, which is technically within the realm of realism. And yeah, my favorite thing to do with it is to make, obviously, a boat. Wow, are boats enjoyable? But in case you don't think a red boat is crazy enough for you, and you definitely should be, I mean, if you don't think a red boat's crazy enough for you, I don't know what crazy stuff you're getting down with, but get this right, you can now craft a chest, and the chest goes in the boat, and now you can walk around with a ton of extra storage. I say walk, I mean, you're kind of rowing these paddles very furiously, but you know, you can get around the world with all of this, and look, your blue ally friends will follow you, which is important to have such important supplies if you're going to face the third naturally generating only feature. Oh, the ally's trapped in the boat. Well, goodbye, friend. So this next feature is a bit of a journey, but you will get some great views on the way. Look at this flower mountain, which is at the base of these beautiful jagged bits. It's a very nice thing to look at, and you can use this as a great opportunity to head downwards because the ancient city and the deep dark as a whole are only found super low down. So what I recommend doing is taking this as far as you can take it, which is actually surprisingly low and takes you past an amethyst geode, as it so turns out. Oh, actually, wow. You know what? I can't believe I undersold this. You can get to the deep dark without ever having to break a block on this seed. I didn't even realize. When I tested this, that was not how I did it. And so, man, see, this is the sort of thing that I love to experiment with in survival, unlike these sorts of things, which I don't, by the way. Well, there it is anyway. Pro tip, have you ever tried running away real fast from the warden and hoping he can't get you? Because it is a valid technique, and I'm using it right now. Oh no! Okay, let's calm down for a bit. The Deep Dark is usually mentioned in conjunction with the ancient cities, but it does exist as a whole own biome in its own right, and yeah, it can make things very fun, because there's a ton of XP to be had by just mining around here, which you might have some value in, you might not, but either way it's fun that you can get access to it. But yeah, you're mostly just here for the ancient city, and I think because we didn't dig straight down to it, we might have a harder time going there, but I'll just use my stone pickaxe, mixed with maybe I'll take advantage of that iron from before and make myself an iron shovel, and these two things together should get me somewhere good fast. Maybe, let's find out by going this way to about 200. I spent so long digging around and then did / locate ancient city, and apparently it was way in the other direction, so oops, my bad. This was a separate deep dark biome that I ended up in by mistake, it seems. But we need to give ourselves night vision for this next segment anyway, so allow me to show you the ancient city, which is close enough to spawn. It's an extra couple hundred blocks, but these are one of the rarest structures, and to know exactly where one is something that I think is really incredible in its own right. Having access to all of the chests, which can contain things as weak as, coal or glowberries, but things as strong as, enchanted books, these amethyst shards, or, disc fragments or more. The fact that you have access to the largest structure that Minecraft has in the overworld to date, alongside that other largest structure, by the way, it's something that really, really adds to the game, in my opinion. I think that it will make your Minecraft world a lot better when you start with this seed, not just for this reason, by the way, but because of the fact that it has a feature which has been removed from the Java edition, but, Bedrock edition has a little bit different generation. If you are playing this version of the game, which obviously this seed will only work on that version, the only thing, biomes are the same between Bedrock and Java, but the structure placement is different, which is why you can find on this version only as you can see, it is a mine shaft rolling through again, fascinating to me that there is a mine shaft right here, just rolling right into a deep dark biome. In fact, it rolls through in quite a few different places, which is why over here you can see that it's actually collided with the generation of it, leading to the most fascinating place to look around. This is the deep dark mine shaft, and my god, is this strange, right? And yeah, as I look around this, for like what must be the third time today. I just have to say this is my favorite combination of structures, even if it's eventually going to be removed. The fact that this is a impressive enough structure by itself that it can collide with other things and make them just as amazing is a real sign as to why 1.19 is such a fun update, and is one that is probably worth starting a new world for, at least to try out the new features. Again, I think looking around your existing worlds is the go-to for most people, but sometimes it's fun to experience new features, but from that new player perspective. And all of these features, even though they can be pretty hardcore in the case of a Shrieker which summons the most powerful mob in Minecraft, right? These are very hardcore, summons and challenges and things to deal with, but yet that is the fun of this update. It is a challenge you can experience from new avenues, and I do have to say, this is a challenge that I've enjoyed looking at from these avenues. And if you have as well, consider liking this video, perhaps subscribe, because again, I love when new updates come out and we get to check out all the fun things going down with them. And if you do too, make sure to let people know that Seed Sunday is a thing that you like, because again, it's one of my favorite series, and thank you very much for watching it, spending your little bit of Sunday on it, because I'll see you all in the next one. Again, this is a beta, by the way, just have to clarify also, and so for the Bedrock version of the game, the final seed will be mostly this, though, because we are on that rush up to release. Should we talk about that some more sometime? I think we should. But for now, thank you, and I'll see you... I don't know if you're doing this one right, friend. I just feel like they're not meant to be hanging there. But this is what it takes to get me a mangrove tropical. I'll take it.